Hello. Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome to the show. All right, 1 second. I'm trying to get to see you guys. Okay. Hey everybody. I got my Gumby still going on. I don't know why my hair does that. I don't know. It likes to be on that side, I guess. Ooh, I promise y'all. It looked a little better before the show, but I had to run back out. But I am here. I am here, and I hope you guys are ready to.
Just leave it alone. Now you got to go wash your hands all over again.
I know I will. Thank you, Granny, too. So let me do that now. While I'm thinking about it. Welcome, guys. It's your favorite host. It's Jello, and we are here. We are making a Thanksgiving inspired type meal today. We're going to be making a butternut squash stuffed shell, and that's going to have a browned butter and sage um, a brown butter and sage sauce to go with it, as well as we're going to be making a pumpkin oatmeal streusel bar. So we're going to start with the streusel bar first, and then because that has to cool by the time we're done cooking, then that will be ready for us to cut into. Hey, Sister Annette, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining. Hey, Auntie. Auntie will be watching and working on schoolwork. Well, much success as you're watching and working on your schoolwork. So I'm going to grab some gloves here. All right. So the ingredients that we're going to use for the pumpkin oatmeal bars. Auntie, I've had you in mind when I thought about dessert. So this is something similar to the oatmeal bars that you also love that we made last year around this time. However, this time we're going to be using pumpkin because, of course, it's Thanksgiving. So instead of us using the other ones that we made, that was during Christmas. I think that was around Christmas time when we used the preserves. But for the Thanksgiving, we're gonna go ahead and use pumpkin. So you're gonna need for the crust because we're gonna make our own crust. For your crust, you're going to need 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. So I have my packets of graham cracker here, and we'll be crumbling that up in a Ziploc bag so that we can get to 1.5 cups. You're gonna then need a fourth cup of sugar. Auntie says, "Oh, sounds like it's going to be delicious," and it will. Auntie says, "Shut it up, Ziggy." Exactly. All right, hold on 1 second. All right, and then you're going to need a fourth cup of sugar, 1 stick of melted butter, 1.5 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Now, I don't know if you guys were out in the stores, but it was hard to find this pumpkin stuff. I'm just going to tell you that the pumpkin and the butternut squash. I don't know who's making this for Thanksgiving this year, but it seems like everybody is going to be making something with butternut squash or pumpkin. So, but I did find the pumpkin pie spice. I did find that. Um, oh, all right, that's for the crust. Then for the filling, you're gonna need 16 ounces of cream cheese softened, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, one cup of pumpkin puree, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. And for the streusel, you're going to need a cup of brown sugar and flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of flour. You're going to need a half a cup of rolled oats, 1 stick of butter softened, and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Okay. The utensils that you're going to need, you are going to need, 1 second. Okay, so you're going to need a medium pot, spoon, fork, knife, measuring cup, spoons, cutting board, bowl, a cookie sheet, or casserole dish, whichever you prefer. Okay. And so, how we're going to start this off? I want to get my other camera set up here for you guys. 1 second. All right. All right, so I have the other camera. Oh, just want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, so I'm about to turn that on. Go ahead and we're gonna grab our bowls. I'm getting our instruction here. And mom, you're not making the dessert, right?
Not the dessert. No.
Do you want to taste the dessert?
No.
Oh, I'm sure Granny.
I might be tempted to overdo it on the sweets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't want to tempt you then.
Yeah, yesterday in our workout class, we had to write down 3 things that we were going to do specific this week to help us along our journey. And
Mhm.
mine was to cut my sugar and carb intake, so
You cutting your sugar and carb intake?
and increasing my water.
Yeah, I definitely need to increase my water intake as well. I was doing the gallon. I was keeping up with that very well, but then hey, things happen,
Mhm.
and I fell off a little bit. But that's okay. I'm gonna jump back on.
Yep, I got to get back with it.
I'm going to jump back on. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and preheat our oven. Sorry, I had to grab this other thing here. So we're going to preheat our oven to 300. You're going to go ahead and line the bottom of your baking pan with, I guess not aluminum foil. So let me take that out. You're going to use parchment paper so that the bar doesn't stick to the pumpkin bar doesn't stick to the pan. So I'm gonna grab my parchment paper out and make sure you guys cut off your excess because as you saw on Wednesday, it will burn if you have excess. I mean, it's not gonna burn too bad, but I just don't want it to burn at all. So I'm actually just folding the parchment paper because when I get ready to take it out of the pan, I can just pull the excess layer out, and it'll pull the whole thing out of the pan. So I'm just kind of folding it. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys. I thought I had it up there. Okay, so you guys can see my pan, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we got that with the parchment paper. Then we're going to go ahead and put our butter, our 1 stick of softened butter. We're going to go ahead and add that and move this out the way. I want you guys to be able to see my bowl. All right, so we're putting our butter. Mine was sitting out at room temperature. I didn't melt it. So you could melt it or just have it. Mine is very, very soft. It was sitting at room temperature. Excuse me, baby. Okay, so we have our melted softened butter here. We're then going to add in the sugar. We're always going to add the vanilla last. So we're going to add in the 4th cup of sugar. A half a teaspoon of the pumpkin spice. Okay. This is a new thing of pumpkin spice. Sorry, y'all. All right. So, this is 1 teaspoon. We want half a teaspoon. Grab that. Make sure you get the right measurements. So you want half a teaspoon of the pumpkin spice and the 1.5 cups of graham crackers crumble. So I am going to grab a baggie here. I love graham crackers. They're a nice like snack when you want something sweet or you want some chips or something. Graham crackers are a good go-to. Okay, so I'm gonna take these out. And that was 1.5 cups. So put them in there. And we're gonna crunch them up. You want to get it as crumbled as you can. You could also use like a blender or a food processor as well if you choose, instead of doing it by hand. But if you like to be hands on and want to break up some stuff, do it just like this. Hey, Auntie Layla, welcome to the show. What's cooking? Good looking. Thank you. Right now we're starting on the graham crackers, the graham cracker crust for the pumpkin bar. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this. And I'm gonna do a few more because just move my phone over, guys, because I don't want it to run hot on us in the middle. Okay. I don't think you can have too many graham crackers. Oops. I'm just gonna do a few more. Okay, so that was like 1.5 packs of the graham crackers. And this might be a nice dessert to get the kids to make too for Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's very simple. Again, it's like our regular oatmeal bars that we did last year, just with pumpkin, and we're making our own crust instead of just using the oats like last time. So pour those in. I got a fork here. So we're going to mash that together. What are
My
these graham
mouth is
crackers?
watering.
I know these graham crackers and this butter and sugar smell so good. I ain't even put the vanilla in there yet. Oh wait, I mean I don't need to put vanilla in this on the crust part, but that pumpkin spice pie spice smells good too.
I bet.
Okay, so ultimately I'm gonna go ahead and put my hand in since I got gloves on. You kind of want to make a paste or a consistency to where everything is sticking together, or you can mash it together for it to take form. That's what you. Ooh, I dropped some. That's okay. All right, so then you're going to transfer this over to your cookie sheet. We're gonna spread this out. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Because those streusel bars and things like that, none of those are perfect cookie cutter cut bars. When you get them, they fall apart anyway. So you just want to make your base for your bars. If you guys can see it. You can also use like this bowl here. You can use like a casserole, like a bowl that's oven safe. You can use a casserole dish. I'm using a cookie sheet. I think that would be best. And you just make your crust, your foundation. You want to make sure you get everything molded together. As I said, it doesn't have to be like a perfect square, but you do want to at least get everything. And you want this to be flat, thinned out. You don't want big clumps on the bottom. Okay, so that's what as good as I want it. Okay, so that's our crust. So once we have done that, let's see. All right, so we're gonna bake this for about 10 minutes, between 10 to 15 minutes. So if someone can set me a timer. Okay. So I'm gonna just clean this up right here from all those crumbs. All right. So the next thing we're going to work on the filling. Okay, one second. Excuse me, Ziggy. Ziggy's underneath my feet, y'all. Okay. So for our filling, you're gonna grab your pumpkin puree. So I have the can here of the pumpkin. You're gonna need that. You're going to need 16 ounces of cream cheese, which I have here. It's already softened. You're gonna need a cup of sugar and one stick of butter. And we're gonna one stick of. I'm sorry. Hold on. No, you don't need butter for the filling. You're gonna need 2 eggs. So I have my 2 eggs here, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of the pumpkin spice. Okay. So I'm gonna grab a bowl, a different bowl here. We're gonna go ahead and open our pumpkin. Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. Yeah, I added it back. Okay. So we're gonna open. Make sure you rinse the tops of your cans. This is already pre-rinsed, so make sure you rinse and wipe off the top of your cans. And I'm gonna grab a spoon. Alright, so we're gonna put these gloves on. Granny, what you eating? Some chips. Okay. Alright, so I'm going
Mama,
to.
yes, this. Oh,
Don't take a guess out loud.
right, right. Eating a piece of candy.
Okay. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm looking for my other thing here. Where'd it go? Okay.
Is it just me or is
I'm
anybody else
putting.
getting sleepy during the day?
Huh?
I said, is it me or is anybody else getting sleepy earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets dark earlier
Yeah,
and it's cold outside. And our bodies want to do like the bear. We want to hibernate and get under the cover and get warm.
yeah, yeah. When I got up this morning to get myself together, I looked out, I said, it can get bright earlier and dark later, and I'll be just fine.
All right.
And I
Okay.
don't know, it feels
And
almost
put
like my
this
allergies want to act
here.
up.
Yeah, it's pretty bad today. It's been
Yeah,
pretty bad for the past few days.
oh, I feel it. What is that? What temperature, I wonder?
It's in the air and the wind is blowing stuff.
Yeah,
It's in
I
the
feel
air.
it all in here.
How many more
Yeah.
minutes do we have on our thing?
You didn't have me start. You didn't tell me to, what you call?
I thought I did.
You
I
didn't
thought
tell
I
me
was like
to
you could set a timer. That's okay. Auntie says, well, not bragging or anything, but we got up to 80 degrees here in Cali. Wow. All right. So in just a second, I'm adding. I know I'm supposed to put these in a different bowl. Sorry, and I got egg in it. That was my. That's probably why I should have done that. I'm gonna take the graham cracker crust out. It smells really good. I'm gonna take that out. I think it's been about 10 minutes. It's gonna go back in there, but here's our crust.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
It's nice and golden brown on the edges.
Yep. So we're gonna sit that over to the side. I'm gonna crack my other egg in this bowl over here.
Hi, Ziggy. You see his little head.
So we're gonna mix this. Looks good. Thank you. It's crunchy. Flashback to Charlotte's Web. I don't get that reference. I don't think I ever saw Charlotte's Web like all the way through, like from beginning to end. I've always caught it at a certain spot and watched it, but never like from beginning to end. Okay, so we got our 2 eggs. We're gonna do two teaspoons. This is a teaspoon here, so we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of the pumpkin spice. Let us stir.
Mama, I used to think you would be busy in the kitchen clinking and clanking. Jello got you beat.
What'd you say?
I said I used to think your granny would be in that kitchen banging and clinking on stuff. I said, but you got her beat.
What? Who cooks without making noise? You cook without making noise? That means you ain't cooking nothing.
Probably a little less noise than you do, but
Oh well, that just means you ain't cooking nothing if you ain't making no noise, right, Granny? That's what that means.
Yeah, you have to make some noise.
Right, you gotta make some noise. Okay, so now I'm gonna put in the cream cheese.
we lost your sound.
Sorry, I was saying my cream cheese very pre-softened as you can.
Okay.
So you want to make sure it's softened. Let's see. I didn't add the sugar yet, so I'm gonna add in the cup of sugar. Almost kind of like making sweet potato pie. I mean, if you think about it, it's just no like nutmeg and um the other stuff you put in it. I can't think on top of my head of what you put in sweet potato pie, but
The pet milk,
you can
nutmeg.
get all the ingredients too, right?
Oh, okay.
Not everybody probably uses all of that.
Right.
Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Oh man, okay, my phone got hot because it's sitting over here by the oven. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All right. Don't worry too much about your cream cheese. I mean, unless you want it like all smooth and whatever. But for mine, I kind of want pieces. I want to, when I put into my thing, I want there to be a piece here, a piece there of my cream cheese. You know, you ever had those bars or those cakes where it has cream cheese in it and they leave like pieces throughout the dessert for a little surprise? That's what I want. Okay. So everything is mixed. It smells delicious. Okay, I mean delicious. I was watching the Kaepernick thing on Netflix, and they do like his whole not he's narrating it, but they show like different pieces of like his life or whatever. And he was adopted by a white family, and so sometimes with interracial families, sometimes they don't always know what to do. They're not. Let me just say it like this: when anytime you see people and they adopt children from different nationalities or cultures, sometimes they're not always up to date or know about that other culture that they're bringing into life, which I feel is very important to. I mean, you don't have to do everything or know everything, but have some type of idea about the culture. Anyway, I said that to say this. We went to a friend's house for Thanksgiving, I believe it was. And so they, invited him over and they're like, oh, help yourself. And are you hungry? He was like, yes. And so they were asking him, like, do you want dessert? He was like, oh, yes, I love a piece of that pumpkin pie. And the black folks was like, pumpkin pie? Baby, this is this sweet potato pie. So it was kind of funny. So, I mean, they do kind of taste similar. However, pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie are two different things. So I'm from my phone to cool back down so I'll show you guys. But in the meantime, what I'm doing right now, this is our pumpkin filling. You guys can see that with our pieces of cream cheese. Were you saying something? Were you saying something? Oh, okay. So we're just gonna pour some of that on our graham cracker crust.
And I think that was Ava Duvernay, if I'm saying it correctly, that did the little Kaepernick um, um, documentary or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay. Who is
Uh-huh.
she? I mean, like, what
Duvernay,
has she done
the
anything else?
lady who wrote Queen Sugar, and then
Oh, okay.
done a lot
Okay.
of really good shows.
Cool. And we're gonna bake this as well. So we're gonna bake it first without putting the oat topping on, and then once we're done with baking it, then we'll go ahead and take it out for a minute. We're gonna bake it for like 15 minutes, and then when we take it out, we're gonna put our oats on top, our topping, and then put it back under the oven in the oven, I should say. All right, so I used more than half of our filling, so just a little over half. So this is what our okay. Oh, hold on one second. I'm trying to remove the comment. Okay, so here's our pan with our filling and our crust.
Yeah, that looks good.
So we're going to go ahead and put that back in the oven. All right, and we are going to
Oh, for 15 minutes
um 20 20
or
minutes.
10. Well, you
No,
got to
it
take
says
it out.
20. It says 25 minutes. So do 15. I'll look at it and then we'll see if I need to do an additional 5 minutes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
I just didn't want to forget that time.
thank you. All right, so I'm gonna grab another bowl, but before we do that, I'm just gonna take a quick. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Ooh. Okay, thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Thank, thank you, thank you. All right, so let me take a quick break, real quick, guys. I gotta open up the window or something. It's hot in here. But we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and do our topping for our streusel bar, and then we're going to get our shells. I had to get new shells because y'all, why I buy a box of shells and all of them were broke? Can they put the shells in a harder box? Like, why do y'all think it's smart to put the shells in like a spaghetti, like the regular spaghetti box? Like, come on now. So anyway, I got new ones.
I
So
didn't check mine.
yeah, you might want to check them so you ain't disappointed like I was. But we're gonna take just a quick break, y'all, and then we'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Okay, so I put my shells Mine, go ahead and boil water because once we're done getting our topping together, we're gonna go ahead and start on the shells. So, one moment. All right. So yeah, go ahead and get your while we're about to start on our topping, go ahead and get your big bowl for your shells. Go ahead and put your water in there with a little bit of salt. Go ahead and get that starting to boil. Okay. Once you have your water boiling, go ahead and drop your shells. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So while Sue is getting her water and shells together, we're gonna go ahead and do the crumble topping for our streusel bar, our pumpkin streusel bar. So we needed a cup of brown sugar. So I got my cup of brown sugar. You needed a cup of flour. Here's my flour. You needed a half a cup of rolled oats, 1 teaspoon of the pumpkin pie, 1 teaspoon of the pumpkin pie spice. I know things to show. This is gonna be really pumpkiny. Okay, and now I can put the top on that because we're done with the pumpkin spice. And then we're gonna need a cup of butter. So I'm gonna mix this stuff together first, and I'm actually going to go ahead and melt this butter. Well, no, I'm not because it didn't say to do that. I'm just gonna do it like it said. This butter is softened because it was sitting out at room temperature for the show. Okay, I'm gonna get all my butter. All right, Ziggy. Oh, he almost made me fall, y'all. Did y'all see that?
Yep.
Okay, so we are going to mix that together. We're gonna mix uh, until it's like crumbly. We're gonna mix until it's crumbly. Okay. I probably should use my hands, but that's okay. I'll do a mixture of both. How many more minutes do we have on the bar in the oven?
About 6.5 minutes.
6 minutes? Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to probably go ahead and use my hands for this. You want to make sure you get everything mixed together, the brown sugar, the oats, the flour. That with the thing in the oven smells good. Man, it smells good. Okay, you want it mixed but also crumbly. So you don't have to worry about making a paste or, forming it into a shape or something like that. You just want to mix it until it's all mixed. There's no flour just sitting by itself. There's no oats. That's just dry. Okay. Okay, so once we have this crumbly, we got our 6 minutes. So by the time we're done with this being nice and incorporated, we're going to take out our bars from the oven and we are going to put this on top. Once we put this on top, we're going to bake it for another 15 minutes. Okay. After that 15 minutes, we're going to take it out and let it cool. So as you guys can see, I don't know if, well, you can see it's crumbling. Can y'all see that?
Yep.
So that's what you want. I don't see any flour sitting by itself. I don't see any oats that hasn't been touched. All right, it's all crumbled. Perfect. All right, how long we got?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay. Cool. Let me move this up the way. I'm just gonna wipe off my station here. Have you seen The Harder They Fall? Have you seen The Harder They Fall on
No,
Netflix?
no.
Oh, it was good.
What is that? What is it about?
That's with Regina King and Idris Elba.
Oh, I think you did tell me about that. I haven't watched it yet.
Hey, Juicy. Welcome to the show. We are working on our pumpkin bars right now. We probably have about 2 minutes until we take out
Yeah,
our
about
3 minutes. Okay, so we got 3 minutes before we take our bars out of the oven and put our topping on there. Sister Nessa, I saw a part of it. I need to go back and watch the end. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was real good. Your water boiling yet or no?
not yet.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't have too much water in it.
Hmm?
You
You
don't
said did
have
you
too
put
much
too
water
much?
in it.
I don't think you can have too much water. I don't think you can
Huh?
have too much water.
No, I
Can
don't.
you? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so the next thing while we're waiting for that to come out for us to put our topping on, we're gonna start with the butternut squash. So I'm sure you went to Pete's and you got the butternut squash already cut up.
Yeah.
So the stores that I went to, of course, were not Pete's, but they did not have the butternut squash already cut up. But I got it frozen cup. So I thawed out my butternut squash. So they're thawed out. So I know this is not the instant show, but I had
Well,
to do like, huh?
mine has to cook.
Right, mine does too.
Yours
This is
is frozen. It's going to take less time to cook than the raw.
Mine is raw too. This has not been cooked. It's just cut up. You know how you take a butternut
Oh,
squash, cut it
okay.
up, and you freeze it? That's what this is. This isn't already cooked. I have to actually cook this.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, I have
cooked
to cook
some
this.
this morning. This afternoon, I cooked some
Some
butternut squash,
butternut squash.
and I used no salt and no pepper. I
What'd you put
used
on yours?
Smart Balance and both of Kim Allen's seasoning mix and covered them in a microwavable dish. Put them in the microwave and cook them for like 6.5 minutes.
Okay.
Girl, they melt in your mouth. Oh, and I put some carrots in it. Oh,
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 fancy.
yes.
Yeah, you fancy.
And I
They
put
sell
a
it at Aldi's.
couple of stalks of celery in there.
Hey,
Yeah, that
Tina.
sounds real good. Hey, Auntie Tina, welcome to the show. I cook it like mom, but on top of the stove. Yeah. Yep, and that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So how long? Okay. So we probably got what, a minute?
15 seconds.
13 seconds. Okay. Cool. And I won't go over the list just yet. I'll wait until we finish.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Thank you. Oh, y'all. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, y'all. Y'all gonna stop messing with the cooking Jello show. I'm telling you. Yeah,
I
put
didn't
some,
know my coach would be
put some your,
watching. So glad I'm
put
not
some
doing the
respect.
dessert. See, Tina, I'm not doing the dessert.
But it's good. It's pumpkin.
But it's got all that sugar in it.
You alternative. What Auntie Tina say? There are alternative ways you could use. Monk fruit sweetener.
That's horrible. Leaves an
Okay.
aftertaste for
Well,
me.
I
So
tried. I tried.
I'd
So
rather not have it.
I
Well,
tried.
when I was on Jenny Craig, we had to make the pumpkin pie, and we would have to eat a quarter of it at a time. If we didn't eat the whole quarter, we wouldn't lose the weight. And we lost weight eating it. It was very good.
Hmm. Yeah, it's all about portions and what you use to make it. I'm pretty sure they had you using some healthy stuff to make it, like the good fat and all that stuff. All right, y'all. So you see my our thing. So
Ooh, those little pockets of cream cheese.
I
Love
know, right? See, that's why I did it like that because I wanted to have some. Hi, Miss Abronia. Today we are. Well, right now we're making pumpkin. Well, you want to say pumpkin cream cheese streusel bars, oatmeal bars. We're making that, and then we're actually gonna put our oat crumble on top as I'm speaking. So let me talk and work at the same time. Um, and then for dinner, we are making a butternut squash stuffed shell with a brown butter sage sauce. Okay, that's what we're making today. Thank you for joining the show.
it. Ooh, the crumble looks good.
So you want to go ahead and put your crumble on. Now your inside, your filling, it will be like gel. So I mean, me touching it, you guys can't see it, but it's not mushy. It's not
Soggy.
runny. It's not soggy. Right. Thank you. And it's not runny, as you could tell, because it's still the crust was still visible. So what you want to look for is that it solidifies, that it's solid, but it still moves. It's like jelly. Okay. So that's what you want to look for. So we're adding, so our oat crumble, again, that was brown sugar, some flour, a half a cup of rolled oats, 1 stick of butter, and sugar. I think that was all that. That's all we put on there. So you can use as much or as little as you like. It's moist. Which part is moist? Hold on. I gotta get the comments. Auntie Tina said you can eat sparingly, Mary. Yes, Jello, portion control. See, exactly. But she ain't got no self control. She had one portion. She gonna be like, I got one
Oh,
portion now. Then I have another portion in another minute.
no. I've been doing just like one of these. And they're like little chunks, maybe about that, that big. That's my sweet for the day.
All right, guys. So I have. We ain't gonna listen to this lady right here talk about these. I'm proud of you though, because you
But
could
that's
be.
oatmeal.
I'm proud
Oatmeal
of you
and
though.
milk
You
chocolate.
could be eating a whole cup of a whole cake, but you're not.
That's right.
So I give you your props. Okay, guys. So special surprise. I bought some walnuts because they were on sale at all. They were on sale for $5. Granny, can you believe it? This big thing for $5. Usually it's like one little can, one little bag of walnuts for $5. But this whole bag was for $5. So I'm just gonna crumble some on top, just cause why not?
Awesome.
Granny gonna want
Awesome.
some with the nuts on it then.
Huh?
I said, I know your granny will want some with nuts on it then.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Get that crumbled on top there. Auntie Tina, hold on. Okay, what you asked what was moist is what moist? The cake, the
Oh,
crumble?
probably the chunks, maybe.
Oh. Oh,
Wonder if
okay.
she's talking about the heavenly chunks. They're. Would you say they're moist, one? They're pretty good. They're not hard and they're not crunchy like cookies. They're. It's almost like a little. It's a little more dense than a brownie, right, Mom?
Then
Yeah, they were very good.
Yeah,
Excellent. Yes.
yeah,
They satisfy if you have a sweet tooth. They
right,
weren't too sweet and they were very good.
right. It's 110 calories per chunk and 9 grams of sugar for one chunk. So
that's not too bad.
no, not too bad.
Now, Auntie Tina said, "How would sativa work
Stevia,
or
ugh,
stevia? What I say, sativa? I meant stevia. Y'all know what I meant.
I don't
No,
like.
yeah.
I don't like that fake sugars. They have like an aftertaste to me or something. Like I don't know. I know it's not. And that monk fruit was horrible. It was like
What about agave nectar, honey?
I
You
didn't
eat?
care for that either. Honey, I can do.
Yeah, why don't you do honey?
Agave nectar, no. I
I
don't
like
like.
agave nectar
I
because it's
tried
not that
agave
sweet.
nectar. I've tried stevia. I've tried monk fruit. I've tried ethereal. It just wasn't good. I hear Dr. Delane.
Granny. Okay,
Listen,
and then Auntie
mommy
Tina
will
said
have,
we're $5. It was at where was it? Jewel. I want to say. Yeah, it was Jewel or
your granny
Target.
has every device on in her house. She's probably got the TV on, her iPad, her cell phone, her other tablet. No, I'm missing something.
Okay, y'all. So here's our
All
streusel.
devices on.
Laptop.
Laptop. That's it.
You got
I
the
knew I
laptop.
was missing something.
Okay, so here's our streusel. Okay, I got my nuts on top. We're gonna go ahead and put that back in the oven for what did I tell you? Because
15. Was it 15?
yeah, between 15-20. So
15,
we're gonna
20.
put it in for 15, and then we'll check it and see if we need to do an additional 20. So we're gonna put that in. All right. Is your water boiling yet?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and put your shells
Oh,
in. Huh?
it's on a nice soft boil, consistent soft boil.
Okay. You can go ahead and put them in. How long does your box tell you to cook your shells?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Okay. Well, are mine are done. I cooked mine to al dente. No, you good. Cause we're gonna yours is cooking, so we have other things to
Could have
do.
been
So,
cooking mine while your dessert was cooking.
well, that's what I had you to start. Start going ahead and do that because it only takes 9 minutes. So
Okay. Mommy, you gonna eat some
Jewel
of
really,
this?
yeah, it was either Jewel or Target. Honestly, I can't. I'll text it to you if I find it. But it was either Jewel or excuse me, Jewel or Target.
Mommy, yes. You gonna eat some? I'm bringing you some noodles. Okay.
Okay,
Definitely.
show enough. Okay, so I'm just getting. Are you whispering?
Yeah, see, I probably didn't mean to put that many in there, but
Okay, Mr. Bronian said, I wish I had known squash was on the menu. I would have brought that instead of the stuff that I have. Oh, well, you can always come back to this. I will make sure it is, I have it posted for you. Okay, y'all, hold on one second. trying to get the here for our shells. Am I freezing or no?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Cause over here we freezing. We're trying to get our instructions. Sorry, one moment. And like everything is moving slow on my side. So I'm coming up to the instructions now. Here we go. What she say? Okay, so okay, so well next time I will get all the ingredients as well so I can make it as well. Yes, Juicy, you gotta cook with us. For your nephew, he wants mac and cheese and sweet potato pie. Mac and cheese and sweet potato pie. That's interesting. Actually, those are the two things that I like to touch on my plate for Thanksgiving. Everything else kind of gotta. So I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, "This is how my plate. Like, I don't like my touching. Okay, I don't know why I don't like my touching. I'm not too extreme where I need like separate compartments almost, but not really. But for Thanksgiving though, like for my Thanksgiving plate, my greens and potatoes sit together. I don't know why. My greens and potato salad they can mingle. And then my macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, those can mingle. Other than that, everything else got to be someone else touching my food.
I think you're
Well,
breaking
we're
up.
going a little bit.
Yeah, you're breaking and freezing. I thought it was just on my
Take away
end.
that no.
Uh-oh. I thought it was just on my end where you're frozen.
Oh, I was totally frozen. Okay, but I'm okay now, right?
You're okay now. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and move over to our butternut squash. So you're going to need one large butternut squash or pre-chopped. So we talked about that earlier. Sous Chef has the pre-chopped ones. I ended up getting the frozen ones, but they're unthawed now. But they're raw, so they're not cooked. So I do have to cook these. You're also gonna need 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You're gonna need 12 12-ounce pack of jumbo pasta shells. So that's about 20 to 24 shells, or however many shells that you're going to use. Okay. You're going to need 2 cups of ricotta cheese, a third cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 garlic cloves minced. And so for my garlic, I'm actually going to be using the Jello powder for my garlic. And then you're going to need a half a cup of spinach, and we're going to cook the spinach first and then measure it. Okay, because if you put a half a cup of spinach raw, by the time you cook it, it's gonna be a tablespoon. So we're gonna cook the spinach. We're gonna cook the spinach first, and then we're gonna measure it out. You're gonna also need 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of pepper or salt and pepper to your taste. You're going to need the zest and juice of 1 lemon, a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick, and you're going to need either fresh sage leaves. I had a hard time finding fresh sage. I probably would have had to go to like a Whole Foods or like a farmer's market, yeah, or Pete, something like that. But I do have ground sage, so we're gonna make it work. Okay, you're going to need a casserole dish, or if you have like a Yeah, casserole dish is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need your spoon, fork, and knife, measuring cups and spoons, a cutting board. I mean that'll just be for your limit. We're not really cutting up anything. And you're gonna need a mixing bowl as well as a large pot. Of course, that's for your shells. So what we're going to do, you're gonna how much time do we have on the dessert?
Um, 7 minutes on the dessert, and I've got another 1 minute, a little over one and a
Okay.
half minute on my pasta.
Okay, cool. 7 minutes for dessert, right?
7 minutes, yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So what we're gonna do is grab your casserole dish or whatever dish you're gonna be using.
To make my pasta.
Not your pasta, but yeah, to put your shells in.
So this
I mean, I'm sorry. Hold on.
for my
Yeah,
squash.
put that to the side. So you want that to one side of you, and then you're going to. What we're gonna do is, I'm trying to think if we should roast these for 15 minutes, or we could just put them on the stove. For yours, I think yours are a little bit more raw than mine are. Do you
Yep.
think putting yours on the stove would be a quicker process for you, or in the oven?
So if I do it on the stove, what do? I put them in a skillet or something?
Yeah, you're gonna put it in a skillet, and we're gonna toss it with some olive oil.
Okay.
So they're just like fork tender.
Okay.
So I don't think that should take long as opposed to the oven. But you're not
Yeah.
using your oven. You think yours is better on the stove?
Breaking up.
Think it's the stove
Say it again.
better for stove yours? Putting it in the oven.
My squash probably better on the stove. My
Okay,
squash
perfect.
probably on the stove.
So go ahead and grab you. Okay. So go ahead and grab your sauteing pan or whatever.
Okay.
We're gonna put some. I'm gonna get the camera over there so you guys can see. Okay. Trixie said I keep freezing. I keep freezing, y'all. Okay, hold on.
I got you now, though.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me go grab the thing.
Mm.
Okay, I brought the thing closer. Hopefully we don't have any other problems. Okay. So I'm turning my stove on.
Is my butternut squash cut too thick?
Yeah, if you want to just slice it in half.
Okay.
I mean, like the size of it is okay, but like the thickness, yeah, if you just want to slice it in half, that's fine. So I'm gonna. All right, so I have my stove on. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna let that kind of heat up. Here you go, some scissors. scissors, y'all. I'll use these. Okay. So once your oil is heated, we go ahead and add our butternut squash.
About 2 minutes left on your dessert.
Okay. All right. So I had 2 bags. I'm only gonna do like maybe a bag and a half. I'm only gonna put half in this one. So again, we just want this like fork tender. Mine are soft, but not like fork tender. They're softer than shoes because they were frozen, and I just thawed it out. So they're still kind of hard. So you want to saute them probably about I don't know. So if you're doing it from frozen, it might be about 10, 15, 20 minutes or so for you to soften those up. Butternut squash is it's very firm, but once you put it to some heat, it softens right up. So I know you're cutting yours. Yeah, you could also do this in the oven. Put it in a a roasting pan dish and put it in the oven with a little olive oil. Toss it in some olive oil. So you really want to cook that down until it's softened. I'm going to. I'm just moving other stuff off my.
Okay, your thing just went off for your dessert.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take that off. We're gonna take our dessert out.
Did you put any seasoning on your squash or no?
No, not until we mix everything together. Oh yes, y'all. Look at our streusel.
Oh,
Look at that. Just
that looks.
like Granny like it.
Yep.
Nice and brown and toasted. Well done.
That's white already.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set that over to the side. So we're gonna set this over to the side for it to cool off. Okay. Yeah, I didn't put any seasoning or anything. We're gonna do that once we add the ricotta cheese and the spinach and all of that. Okay, so in this other bowl over here, or pot, I should say over here, I'm just gonna saute some spinach. So while your butternut squash is cooking, if you have spinach, I don't know if you guys are adding spinach. Let's go
Uh-huh.
ahead and saute that real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little I'm gonna put some butter, just a little butter in this
Okay.
pot here to saute my spinach with.
I wonder if I put a lid on top of this, if that'll soften this up a little faster.
Oh
If I
yeah,
put
because of the
steam.
steam. Yeah,
Mm,
the
I didn't do all of this squash.
huh?
I didn't do all the squash because I'm trying to move expeditiously.
Yeah, you probably don't won't need all of that anyway because the ricotta is gonna spread that out.
Okay.
So you won't need a lot of squash. So I have some what?
I got somebody preaching in one ear while I'm cooking with you. And boy, they bringing a word. You hear me? They said you can't cast the devil out that you sleeping in the bed with. I said, oh, come on now.
Well, well,
That preaching,
She
I
preaching and
showed you all my notes. She writing my notes.
she well
oh
in.
wow.
I said, somebody got to preach that somewhere today.
Yes. Woo-hoo. That's why every now and then you might see me bouncing. I'm hearing you and I'm cooking, but I'm hearing that word, honey.
While you're multitasking, because cooking, we gotta multitask. Go ahead and turn your oven in 425.
Oven to 425.
What did I say? Is that what I said?
You said put the oven on 425?
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know why. After I said it and you repeated, I'm like, wait, did I say that? Like, did I
Yes,
say
you
the
did.
right thing? I thought I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So I'm adding my spinach to the pot here.
Okay.
I only did like half the bag. Um, we don't need much. I think about half the bag should be about. I think only we only needed half
That's
a cup. Huh?
that's
Yeah, you
efficient.
just needed a. Let me see, spinach. Yeah, you only needed a half a cup of spinach.
I'm gonna just put mine in the same pot I did my pasta in. Ain't gonna hurt nothing.
I mean, yeah, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm glad you said
Hey,
pasta. Let me go ahead and put mine out. Okay, so I did that. I'm gonna turn my butternut squash down to like low.
hey. Was this preacher on our Zoom call today? Oh, in our message.
Whoa, indeed,
Oh,
indeed.
in our message.
Wow.
Mm,
He told us the enemy is digging his own ditch.
yep.
My God.
Wow. Okay, so then they say what he say or she say. Right, we nosy.
Woo! Gonna make me holler and shout up in this kitchen. Mm.
Okay, I measured that perfectly. So I used a half a bag of spinach, and I got exactly a half a cup.
Oh, wow.
My spinach, I'm sending that to the side. All right, so I'm turning my butternut squash off because mine is done.
Okay.
It's
I'm going to check
soft.
mine here. It's getting there.
And you're gonna do yours al dente. So if your noodles, your shells,
Uh-huh.
if they are al
My
dente.
shell's already done.
Okay, perfect, cool.
My squash is getting there.
Squash is in there. Okay, cool, no
Spinach
worries.
is done.
Huh?
My spinach is done.
Okay. So you're gonna set the spinach to the side. I
And I
have a
need
bowl.
a cup, you said?
Say it one more time.
I need half a cup of spinach.
Yes, half a cup of spinach.
Let's see if this is half cup.
If you had a bag of spinach, if you did half.
I didn't. I had the carton. Whatever you call it. The different.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna add.
Half a cup. That's good.
You're gonna add your butternut squash to a bowl when it's done. Move that over.
Hmm.
Okay. You're going to add your ricotta cheese, the Parmesan cheese.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Oh,
putting it on. I'm just putting it in here, and then when yours is ready, I'll go ahead and go over it again. Just let me know when you're ready. Do they have a replay on whatever y'all listening to?
hold on. Let me look at the top. Yep. Oh no.
Nope.
It says replays off. Ooh wee.
Oh wow.
I mean, ooh wee. My God. Now the squash just needs to be tender, but not completely done.
You need to be able to mash it.
So I'm going to be mashing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want it fork tender where you can mash it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I can. Mash it. Wish I had made more, but that's okay. I'll make more later. Okay, I think that's ready.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and transfer it over to a bowl.
Okay, that little bit goes into a bowl. Okay,
Mhm.
I said that little bit goes into a bowl.
Yeah.
That's all I had. That's all I cooked. I probably should have cooked more.
No, that's good.
Okay, and then what am I putting in here?
That's good. Your ricotta. So uh ricotta, your ricotta cheese.
How much of the ricotta?
Ricotta, I think you needed the ricotta, you needed 2 cups. So for yours, maybe do half because it looks like you might have about half of
So it was supposed to be 2 cups,
Yeah,
so then just 1 cup.
right. And then your grated Parmesan, you needed a third cup of grated Parmesan.
1/3 cup of Parmesan. Here's my avocado.
I probably could have done less ricotta cheese on mine too, but it's okay. It's gonna be nice and rich.
And 1/3 of the Parmesan.
Hmm.
1/3 of Parmesan.
Hmm.
And then I'm just mixing that together. Anything else I was supposed to put in there?
We're going to add our spinach.
Did you add yours already or no?
Uh-uh.
Oh, so let me mix this.
And you're gonna need 1 egg. Got a bowl right here. You're gonna mix it. And you wanna mash up your butternut squash too. With your spinach, if you cooked it with any butter or whatever, you might want to squeeze out some of the excess juice, you know.
Okay. And I need 1 egg, you said.
Hmm. And then you can use salt and pepper to your taste, garlic, whatever you want to season it with. I use some Jello powder and the savory powder. I probably am gonna add a little pepper though. Might add a little bit more seasoning too. Only use a teaspoon. So I might add a little bit more. How is your what you looking like?
I'm putting my egg in now that I'm about to add my seasoning in it.
You say you added your egg and you about to add what in now?
My seasoning,
Okay. Probably should have tasted it before I put the egg in it, but that's okay. Oh, that smells good. Let's see how yours looks.
I haven't put my spinach and seasoning in it yet.
Oh, that looks good. Have you put the ricotta cheese in?
Yes.
Yeah, I probably should have used less ricotta cheese, but that's okay. 'Cause mine's more white than it is orange. But I also do still have a little few chunks in here, so maybe I should just try to break those up some more.
That looks good though.
Yeah, it does. It smells good too.
Is it supposed to be more orange or
I mean, it really is no.
probably up
It,
to
yeah,
individual
your preference. Yeah,
more cheese or not?
right. I like cheese. So. And as you guys notice, there's no meat in this dish. But I am going to probably bake me some chicken. Don't tell nobody. you
No,
know.
I'm like cutting up garlic so I could just cook some.
Okay, so whatever casserole dish you're going to use, you want to go ahead and spray it. Spray it with some cooking spray. I'm gonna line my shells up here. Okay, where are you at with it?
Huh?
Where are you at with your?
Trying to find
Trying to find your what?
my garlic.
Oh, okay. So while you're doing that, I'm just adding my shells to my casserole dish. Hmm?
I think I'll just grab this minced garlic out of the refrigerator instead of trying to find the seasoning.
Oh yeah, you can use minced garlic. I wish I ran out of. Can y'all believe it? I ran out of minced garlic. Then what you're gonna do is just fill your shells. And remember, we did it al dente because we're gonna have to cook this. Because remember, we put egg in it, so we're gonna cook this. And I'm kind of I'm feeling mine. I'm not shortchanging myself. You might want to put some gloves on too when you get to fill yours, because
Okay.
it's gonna get on your hands. I mean, I'm doing pretty good so far. It hasn't gotten on my hands like that, but you might be a little bit more.
Okay.
Huh?
Parmesan, ricotta, a little salt, pepper, garlic, and I just put the spinach in here. Am I missing
Okay.
anything?
You got the ricotta, you got the parmesan, you got the garlic, you got your spinach, you got your egg,
One egg, uh-huh.
you got your salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
That's all you need.
Okay.
That's all you need right now. Let me make sure. Hold on. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can add fresh lemon zest to this if you want. I think I'm gonna skip that part.
Yeah, I think I might skip it. There's the way mine looks.
Oh yeah, yours looks really good.
Is that right?
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Mhm.
Mama, you want more ricotta in yours, or is that good?
Like whatever you do.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine like it is.
Okay.
Mine has a lot. Well, not a whole lot more than you, but yeah, I definitely got more ricotta in mine than you.
Okay.
But that doesn't. It's not gonna. It doesn't change. Again, like we said, it's just gonna either make it cheesier,
Okay.
you know.
And I have to spray my pan, right?
Yeah, I would just in case. Trying to get my shells in order to act like they don't want to cooperate in this bowl. Okay, maybe you don't want to stuff it so much.
Okay. What
Kind
do
of.
I need this whole stick of butter for?
Huh?
What do I need this stick of butter for?
That's gonna be for our sauce.
Oh, okay.
I was you had me. I was like, wait, stick of butter.
I'm like, now, did I miss something with this butter?
And then I'm thinking like stick of butter. But yeah, that's gonna be for our sage, our brown butter sage sauce. I was telling my friend this what we made. They was like that combination. I was like, yo, you just gotta trust. You just gotta trust the cooking Jello show.
Right.
I will not leave you.
Strange, but then once it comes together,
Yes, that's the thing. Like some foods, it sounds like it would not go together, but once you get them together, that combination can be like, what? And this is probably gonna spread too because we got an egg in it.
when you said spread, it made me think I forgot to spray my pan. Oh no, I put butter in the bottom.
Yeah, you put butter.
Butter in the bottom.
Yeah, mine is gonna spread. I filled it. It's okay though. Okay, so this is all I can fit in my casserole. That's all I kind of want to fit in my casserole.
And it's okay that they're touching, right?
Oh yeah, it's okay. Okay, so here's here are my shells.
Oh,
So those are my shells. Okay. Let's see. All right. Are you feeling yours?
yeah, I'm feeling
How
mine.
you coming along with your feeling?
I've got 4 of them filled so far.
Okay, get on the good foot. Get on the good foot. Go gadget arms.
Yeah, right.
You probably trying not to get messy.
No,
Oh, okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So
we appreciate. Oh,
Two, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna wait for it to stew, and then we're gonna put ours in at the same time because we're gonna bake these for about 20 minutes. It says 18 to 20 minutes, so I guess we could check it at 18 and
Okay.
decide if we could cook it for another 2 minutes. And then once these are in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and make our sauce because that's
Okay.
going. Excuse me, that's gonna cook for about 10 minutes. We're gonna cook that on the stove for excuse me for 10 minutes. And I had hiccups. I'm sorry, y'all.
You growing?
I know I'm growing. I'm growing. What was I about to say? So we're gonna make our sauce. That'll be 10 minutes. Then we'll have about another 10 minutes or so for our shells to cook. After we make our butter,
Okay.
and then we're done.
Oh, good.
So while Sush is doing that, real quick, I'm gonna get our bar over here. So I can probably cut those. It's still kind of hot though. It might not be. We're gonna see. Oh yeah, it's cool enough. Y'all wanna watch me cut this? Let me know when you're done stuffing your shells.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that, y'all. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm.
That's our streusel. Our pumpkin filled oatmeal streusel bar.
That looks great. And I like pumpkin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to take it out just to look at it. I'm not gonna taste it yet. I'll wait.
And then she's got the walnuts on top.
Yes, on walnuts on top. All right, I just wanted to cut that. Show you
Okay.
guys that real
I
quick.
think we got about two, maybe two more shells to do.
Okay. All right. So for the butter, you're just gonna need butter and sage.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna file that down.
All right. so you got you're done.
Yep. Want to see them?
Yeah, let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna put your screen up. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Looks good. That looks really good. Good job.
Beautiful.
On slip sliding
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put those in the oven.
for 20 minutes. 18.
Yeah.
We're doing 20.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do 20.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use this lemon, but not for that. We're gonna put a little in our sauce after we make it. Just the juice of a lemon. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our stove.
We don't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, right. So let's go ahead and go back to the stove. Go ahead and grab your stick of butter.
And I'm using a pan. Okay.
Yes, a pan. You want to turn your pan on low. You want to turn it on low because butter can burn really fast, and I don't want our butter to burn, but we do want to get it brown. Well, maybe yeah, low, medium, low.
And a whole stick.
Yeah, whole stick of butter. I put an extra dollop in there because I had taken. I forgot this wasn't a whole stick. I had taken some butter to use to make my spinach. So I'm gonna actually put
This
in.
is like a block like that.
Oh,
And
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's probably more than a stick. So I'm going to take half of this, I guess.
I mean, you really can use however you want. This recipe is for like, I think it's for you to serve over about like 20 shells. So you're
Okay.
gonna have extra. So you're gonna have extra. And then for the sage part, you're not gonna add the sage just yet.
Okay.
But
And I was able to find the sage, the dried sage, right?
well, yeah, I got say, but you have the leaves. Oh, okay,
Yes.
yeah, you got the leaves. Yeah, see, they were out. That's why I'm like, people get ready for Thanksgiving because there was
Right.
no like fresh sage. I bet this was the last ground sage, and it's off brand. So if you are making Thanksgiving dinner, I'm pretty sure you probably was out in those stores this weekend to get your stuff. Okay, so we're gonna cook this butter. My heat is on medium, and we're cooking the butter. Yes, you can cook the butter. We're gonna cook it until it's a nice golden brown color. So I'm just continuously stirring mine because I don't want it to just sit and burn. Because butter can burn very fast. Y'all can hear me. Y'all got me.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure I wasn't frozen.
Nope.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna cook this for about 10 minutes. Okay. So
Okay.
I think it's already been probably about a good 2 or 3 minutes already. but you just want to keep watching it, keep stirring it. Is your butter foaming? That's what you want. You want to
Uh-huh.
see it foaming and bubbling. Okay.
Not bubbling yet, but
Oh, okay. But it's foaming.
yes.
It's in that white film. Piece of something in there. Okay, so mine is getting kind of brown. So I'm gonna turn my heat on low.
Okay.
Can you guys? I don't know if you guys can see that brown color.
Yep.
Okay, that's where you want it to look like. That's how you know it's cooked. It's cooking, but it's not burning because it's if it was burning, it would turn like really dark, like really really dark. You don't want it to be really really dark. You want it like this color, like a nice almost caramel brown color. Okay, so then I'm gonna add just a little bit of sage.
It's bubbling.
Okay, cool.
Now I
Alright.
do rinse my leaves, right?
Yeah, I mean I would,
Right. Yeah.
or even get maybe like a damp towel and just
And I need how many leaves?
it said about eight,
Oh, I don't
eight to
know.
10. So I just turn my fire off because this is as dark as I want it to be. Okay, y'all,
Ooh, this sage is
and it
strong.
smells really good. I'm gonna add a little bit more sage now, and I turn my heat off. You want to leave your heat on?
I guess I put the whole leaf in there, right?
Yeah. So now that mine is heated, I turned the heat off. I'm just gonna add a little lemon juice to that.
Okay.
Look at that, y'all. Oh, that looks good. Nice brown butter. So I'm just gonna grab a little spoon here. I just wanna make sure I see if I have enough sage in there. Oh, y'all, y'all. I'm not even lying to y'all. I never lie to y'all. I never lie to y'all. But listen, this brown butter sage. Oh my goodness. I have to find another meat to put this on because this tastes so good. I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon, just for a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit of zest, because I didn't zest the lemon. If I would have zest the lemon, that probably would have been enough lemon in there. But I just squeezed a little bit more lemon juice. I'm just gonna add just a tad bit more sage, but this is perfect, perfect sauce. Okay. Ooh, that sauce is so good. Wait, when you get yours complete, taste it.
Okay.
And the reason why I know it tastes so good, and I know it's gonna work with the butternut squash. I'm imagining that butternut squash with that ricotta, and then with this butter and sage. Oh my goodness, y'all! Mm. I'm gonna put y'all on something new, y'all. I'm put y'all on something new.
I only put a few leaves in here. I did
That's
one,
fine, cause you. That's fine.
three, four. I did like four leaves.
Oh, this is so good,
You
y'all.
actually zest or squeeze the lemon.
I would say put a little zest. I do have a zester, but I don't feel like doing it. But for you, I mean, yeah, put some zest in there.
Okay.
I just added more lemon juice to mine, but the zest I think would you wouldn't have to put so much lemon in it.
Okay.
So either or, if you want to zest it, you can. If not, taste it before you zest it. Taste it because I think lemon zest is kind of strong once you put it in
Oh,
something.
okay.
So
So before I do the lemon, taste the butter
no,
to see
put your
how much.
lemon. So I cut like this much of a lemon.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the bottom. So it's probably like if you have a small lemon, it's like half.
Uh huh.
And I squeezed. I still got a lot of juice left in here. I probably squeezed about 2 tablespoons of lemon, and
Okay.
then again probably did another tablespoon. So like 3 tablespoons, 3 or 4 tablespoons of lemon juice.
So
Then
do the
taste
juice
it and
instead of
see if you want. Yeah, and see if you
yes.
want a little bit more zesty, lemony taste to it.
Okay.
But mine is perfect. I'm done with my sauce. My sauce is good. I'm not touching my sauce no more. My sauce is perfect.
Mine is not brown like that yet.
Okay, cool. That's okay. You don't want to. I rather you take slower time getting it browned than to
Let it over.
speed it up and it burns.
Okay.
Yeah, I had mine on like medium low, but I was
Okay.
constantly stirring it. And then once it got to like that caramel color that I showed you guys prior to this color, I put it back on low so that it could
Okay.
cook the rest of the way to get to this color. And once it got
Okay.
to this color, I just turned it off and then
Okay.
added my sage and lemon to it.
Okay.
So let me get I'm gonna transfer my sauce to a little
Got about 8.5 minutes left.
8.5 minutes for our what you jiggle.
Our shells. Hmm.
Okay. So I'm just what I'm gonna just transfer my sauce into a cup, one of these. So it'll be
Okay.
easier for me to get some out and drizzle it as opposed to trying to drizzle using the pan and then I pour the whole thing. So
Right. That'd be me. I'd be like, oops.
exactly. Alright. So I got my butter, my sauce on the side. Oh y'all, this is gonna be so good. I already tasted. Alright, I'm just cleaning up a little bit of stuff off of my counter here for us. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my plating. Are you gonna use a plate or a bowl? I think I'll probably use a. I'll use a. I'll use a plate.
Probably a smaller plate.
Yeah, a small plate.
I won't have dessert or anything on mine.
Say it again.
I said because I won't have dessert or anything else on mine.
Yeah. Okay, Granny, we see you with your inches, girl. Granny was getting it off her neck, and she we can see your hair. We can see your hair flowing in the back. I said, "Okay, girl, with your inches." That's what people say when they got like some good weave. Although your hair is not weave, people got some good weave. They be like, "Oh, I see your inches." All right, then if you want some extra parmesan for garnishment, you can grab that. And I don't know why, but parsley is a garnishment for me. So,
Garnish.
huh?
You tickle me.
Me for my
Garnish.
parsley.
Garnish.
What did I say?
Garnishment.
Oh, that's a garnish. My bad. So I'm gonna grab some parsley just for garnish. Okay,
And
how
now my
long?
sauce is browning.
Okay, it's
Really
brown.
good. Hmm.
Let me see. Can you bring your camera over?
Yeah.
I just want to see what yours is looking like. Just make sure it's not too brown or. Oh, I'm looking. I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Hold on. Let me bring it over.
Okay, yeah, you want a little bit. You want a little browner.
Okay, not as
What's your
dark.
what's your heat on?
Medium low.
Okay. Yeah, everybody, stove and stuff is different. But yeah, you wanna get it just a little bit browner.
And then once I turn my heat off is when I put the lemon in, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's how I do.
Okay.
Whoopsies. Okay, so I got me a little saucer, a little
What is?
saucer. For mine. I said I just got me a little saucer
Oh, okay.
for mine.
Child, it smells good.
The butter.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I think maybe that's brown enough. Let me add my lemon.
You turned it off.
Yeah, I just turned it off.
Wait till y'all see how I'm plating. Y'all gonna be like, girl, trying to work on. Y'all want to see? Let me show y'all.
What's the? Oh, nice.
That's my butter. Then I'm gonna put my shell right there on top. I be watching my little shows. Be watching them how they plate. Trying to do a little razzle dazzle.
Nice.
Okay, how much longer do we have on our
3 minutes.
3 minutes? Okay, cool. All right, 3 minutes. Cool.
Caramel.
Got a little parmesan here, just for garnish.
And my butter.
Hmm.
I said a seed fell in my butter.
Seaweed.
Lemon. No, a seed. Lemon seed.
Oh, okay, not that nasty seaweed. It's like fish.
Ooh, girl, I'd have been like, throw the whole pot out.
For real.
Get a little bowl from a
My
separate
purse.
plate.
Thank you.
That's what my sauce looks like.
Okay, that's good. Do you put your sage in there?
Yes. Oh, the
Okay.
sage leaves I left out. I just poured the butter in here. So
Okay,
I
you
put.
probably put your sage in there. That's fine.
Okay.
Did you taste it?
Oh no.
Taste it. Let me know what you think. And if you put, see, I don't. I don't know if maybe my taste is different because I use ground sage than using the leaves, but the leaves should have let off some fragrant to your oil.
It
I mean
smells
your
good.
butter. So it should have a taste to it. I don't want to tell you what it tastes like, but it'll have a taste to it aside from the butter. Now, I think the browner your butter is, the more pungent that butter taste is. So mine tastes
That's good. I'm trying to think of what that. It tastes like something I've had at a restaurant.
exactly. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, it tastes like something that I've had on a something at a restaurant before, but I can't remember what it was or where it
It
was.
almost reminds me of capers, like a
Um,
capers, like
yeah,
sauce
like
with
the sauce that
capers.
they put with the capers.
Yep.
Yep, yep.
Oh, there's our time.
Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and take our shells out.
Um,
What happened?
my shells look dry,
They look dry? No.
but maybe it's because the sauce has to go on them.
Oh yeah, mine look probably about the same as yours. Here, I'm gonna turn my oven on. I mean my camera on. They look like that. Hold on.
Yours still look a little more moist than mine, but yeah, on that line.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think yours are fine because we didn't cook it with any sauce, so it's not gonna be.
What's on mine?
Hold on, I'm gonna put yours on big. No, that's perfect. That's how mine look.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly how mine look.
Okay.
So we're just gonna take our. I'm gonna grab. I'll grab these tongs. So I'm just gonna grab a tongue here and pull one of these bad boys if I can. And once you put that sauce on it, it's gonna maybe I'll just put the one on here. We're gonna get our butter. Once you take your butter out, you want to give it a stir before you drizzle. I mean, if you use ground sage like I did, you want to do that because the sage will probably settle on top. I'm gonna sprinkle with a little parmesan. That's how I'm on our plate. And some parsley. And bam, there you have it.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm trying to get the camera. There we go. There we go. That light make it better.
Yeah, it looks good.
So that is our butternut squash stuffed shell with our brown butter
Mine is
and
not so pretty
sage.
as yours.
I'm sure it is. Why don't you put it on your plate? We ain't even seen your plate yet.
It is on my plate. It's just not as pretty as yours.
Thank you, Sister Ned. I don't know if I need to clean off this screen. Hold on one second. Let me wipe out this screen. Are you plated?
Yes.
And
Okay.
then I got my streusel here for dessert. We plated that. Oh, yours looks really good. Hold on, it's almost mine don't look as good as yours. Yours looks better.
I don't know.
Look at that. That looks excellent. That's Granny's word. Excellent.
Right.
Okay, now we're gonna taste, right?
Yes. Let me move this over. Did you take a picture?
Oh no, let me take a picture. I want to take that off. Okay. And if I can take that off now. Sorry, y'all. We taking our pictures. So we got
Right.
quiet. I almost forgot y'all was there. I didn't. I'm just playing. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. I took a picture of that, and I'm gonna take a picture of my streusel. Okay. So I got my pictures. You got your pictures?
Yes.
All right. You ready to taste?
Yes.
Granny, you want to bless the food?
All right. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for the food that has been prepared. We ask that you would bless it, purify it. Let it be for the nourishment of the body. For Christ's sake, in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. It's funny that lady just said it at the same time on Clubhouse. She said, "Amen, amen." Right after your granny prayed, she said, "Amen, amen." Okay, hold on.
Mmm. Smells good.
It does.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm. This is really good.
Mm-hmm. Um,
Mmm.
this is really good. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of what this tastes like.
Mmm. But it's
Like
good.
out at a restaurant.
Okay, this is really good.
It really is. I'm about ready to pick my shell up and just pick it up with my hand and eat it.
Right? Mm. Butter and sage sauce. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We're good on that. Okay, I'm gonna trace the streusel.
Mm-hmm.
Let me finish this first. Let me get some water. Hold on. Oh, and I have a piece that got cream cheese right there. Do that. Where's Susho go? I want to taste it. I was just showing you the cream cheese. The
Oh, hold
piece of
on,
cream
hold on.
cheese.
Let me see. Ooh.
Here goes. Mmm. Now this tastes better than the other oatmeal bars that we made.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is good. With that graham cracker crust on the bottom. Mmm. Yeah, you guys got to try that pumpkin. I'm gonna bring y'all some. It tastes so good. Drinking out your cooking Jello cup. I have more coming, but we're gonna all my new stuff. I'm gonna wait until next year. All my new stuff because we might be using it a new platform too. So, but what's that? The kombucha.
Kombucha. Ginger lemon.
What is pumpkin?
Organic
Streusel.
ginger lemonade.
Okay, this pumpkin thing is good. I only need some ice cream.
Huh?
Have me an a la mode. Is it a
Anita,
little
pick
crunchy
up
and
my.
gooey? Yes, and then the top and the bottom is crunchy, and that inside, that pumpkin and the cream cheese is gooey, and oh, it is so good.
You didn't see me pick up my shell by hand and eat it, right?
No, I didn't, but yeah, y'all can see it. Oh, maybe not. I was trying to get y'all to see if y'all can see that it's moist or not, but yeah, it is. The top is crunchy and the bottom is crunchy. 'Cause remember, we baked the graham cracker crust first. We baked that, and then we did the top. Oh yeah, this is good. I'm gonna say it's another successful show
Mm-hmm.
until we make something that I'm like, yeah, we don't like that. Then I'm gonna say that's not successful. But this right here, the trail is good
Mm-hmm.
and healthy. There's no meat. You got good fat. I think ricotta cheese is a good fat, maybe.
I have to skim.
Yeah, I got the skim one too.
Yeah.
Butternut squash is good for you,
Mm-hmm.
or and spinach. We got spinach. I mean, it's better than frying some chicken. I'm gonna tell you that.
Right.
Well, guys, I'm gonna say that was a successful show.
Right.
Our to kick off Thanksgiving, I wanted to make something that kind of had a Thanksgiving feel to it, as Sue is So eating on her shell. But I want to thank you all for joining me this Sunday, taking time out of your day to join the show. We started a little bit late, but we're getting off at a decent hour.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I do thank you all for joining. I thank you all for sacrificing your time, because that's one thing that you cannot get back is time. And so when you give that to a person, um, I think that that is very special, that you guys give me your time and that I don't waste it. So I'm glad that you all are here. Um, that's one thing that I am truly grateful for. Coming into Thanksgiving, of course, you know I have my staples: health, wealth, family, activity of limbs. I have all of that. I'm very grateful and thankful for those necessities, for having the necessities that I need and the things that I want. Um, but when it comes to the show, I'm really, 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 really thankful for all of you who tune in every other Wednesday and every other Sunday to hang with me, cook with me. It means a lot to me. You guys don't know how much I talk about the show and I talk about you guys who watch me. So I love you guys. Oh, hi, Miss Behrman. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. So I want you all going into next week. Let's, we always say count your blessings, but as we come into this time, let's really reflect and think about, this year. This year has been tough for a lot of people. A lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of people have lost means of income and, just different things of losses. But when you look at that, you have to think about all the good things. You have to think about what you still have. You may not have a job, but you got 2 feet, two working hands, eyes to see, a mouth to talk, a brain to think. And so you have everything else that you need in order to survive and to make it in life. And so those are the things that we have to think about. Those are the things that we have to set our minds to. The scripture always tells us to think of those things that are lovely, those things that are pure, those things that are virtue. When we put our mind towards thinking of those things that are good and those things that are going well for you, then you start seeing the glass more half full than it is half empty. So I love you guys. Thank you again for joining the show. We will see you in 2 weeks. So enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy your family, cook well, eat well. Don't overdo it. Try not to overdo it. I know I'm gonna try not to overdo it, but don't overdo it. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Any final words, anybody, for Thanksgiving?
Oh, love you all. Safety and peace. Have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, I love you all. Hey, Auntie Pat, love you too. Thank you for joining the show.
Hey, I love you too.
All right, guys. Well, as you all know, as we close, remember to give love, remember to sow love, and you will reap love. Because that's what this world needs, a lot more love. So, this Thanksgiving, love on your family a little bit harder, a little bit stronger than you have before. All right? So, good night. I love y'all. Bye.
Bye.